to When the Right One Comes. I'm Bishop Greg Davis, your host, and we call it WTROC. Welcome. I need you to share. Sharing is caring. I got the Cobain report back on today. Y'all enjoying them? Yeah, make some regulars. They got their own thing too, though. But you can watch me every Monday night at 10 p.m. Or, of course, you can always rewatch the program. Make sure that you're telling somebody 10 p.m. New episodes drop every week. Got some great things getting ready to pop. We got Pastor Jamal Bryant coming on. Real Talk Kim is coming on. Willie Moe Jr., Yolanda Adams. We're talking to all those people about relationships from their perspective. And so you're going to be seeing some new things that we're going to be doing. But like and share. Also, we're coming to you from Groundbreaking Podcast Studios, where we have 7 sets. And if you have not been, maybe you have a podcast and want to start a podcast yourself. It's owned and operated by us and for us. Sound like FUBU, huh? For us, by us, FUBU. So come on, groundbreaking way, all right? Don't forget, I have a new EP out, a new single out. Go to Apple Music and download it on all your digital platforms. It's called It's All Working. Bishop Neil Robeson, Bishop Paul Morton is on that single with me. And download the EP. Pay for it, y'all. Support a brother. All right? Make sure you know, if you're in music, you understand. All right? And then, of course, visit our website for our books, our merch. Go With God is getting ready to have his own website. Landing page where you can go and get the merch. It'd be much easier. So those are some things we have happening. We're going to pick up the conversation about expectations from men. And I'm going to say this. I did over 100 weeks during the pandemic with men. It was our men's show. This is kind of where my whole podcast piece was birthed. And I always tell the ladies, when men talk, Don't sit there and talk back to the screen. No, lean in, because you're learning, whether you agree with them or not, you're learning how a man thinks. And that's the difference. Men don't know how women think, and women don't know how men think. When a man is talking, you want to listen to see how their psyche is, all right? So we're going to get back into it. Welcome back, gentlemen.
What's up, Bishop? Having us.
We left off... Again, tell us, T-Mel, tell us when the show is.
The show is Saturdays, 8 p.m. You can check us out, the Cobain Report on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. 8 p.m. every Saturday.
Yeah. They actually sit at this table more than me. This day studio. I just use it every now and then. They here every week.
We just work here, son.
They work here. So proud of them. Make sure 8 p.m. Saturday nights. Show on Father's Day, me and my dad and Cobain is going to be together. 3 generations are going to be talking, and then they got Larry Reed coming. They got everybody coming. What's some other guests y'all got coming?
You want to go ahead?
Got Doughboy Clay coming. Got possibly Foolish coming. Got some other comedians. Got a lot of Detroit legends.
Bushman.
Baby Hurt. Bushman, yeah.
Yeah,
Baby Hurt. Baby Hurt, yeah, he already, he coming.
Yeah, we'll be Aaron, John, Houston Smith, Charity, a lot of other local greats. Stretch Money's been on the show. We trying to catch up with the Bishop. It's going to be a far run.
But with his grace and his prayers,
we'll get there.
God gonna make it happen.
No, if y'all can be patient.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you said that. We are patient. I love this guy and I love this guy. You know, like, and I feel like in adversity,
that's the best you gonna get.
Yeah, but
right, because as soon as he starts, it's going down.
God give adversity to see how strong you are.
As soon as he gets started.
You know, I understand why y'all got this button on y'all show.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this the Caesar
button. It is. We bought it for him.
So we talked about expectations when you meet a woman. What's your expectations when you meet a woman? It took a long time for us to get there, but we got some things. If you didn't look at the first show, then we talk about expectations during the dating process. And then we talk about what do you want to talk about on the first date, right? Mm-hmm. This man wants 100 questions.
That's right.
He wants to interview.
So I know if I want to waste my money on a second date.
You ain't leaving none. You ain't leaving nothing for the second date. If you talk about everything,
Right.
Second date scheme.
you're gonna be sitting there talking about what we talking about now.
Yeah.
Or she gonna be sitting there.
Or
He
no,
gonna leave
my
her.
ideal second date is come to the studio with me. I done already took you out. Come up to the lab now. Come do
This
what I
one's
like
a
to
freebie.
do.
So at what point? Because all of y'all busy. All right, you on the road. You have your business. All right, and your work plus birthing. You all birthing a podcast and seriously doing it. At what point do you tell a woman, or do you know a woman can put up with your schedule? Because that's the hardest thing for me.
That's what takes
even
me.
as an old man.
That's what takes me so long, I feel like, in my dating process. I know y'all look at me like I'm an old man with that, but bro, you have to understand, because if you can't get through, I ain't talked to him till 10, 30, 11. Well, I'm sorry. I done had 3 meetings, a director's meeting. Like, you can't, I don't know. I guess I come into it like that. I set that expectation off top. You're not going to talk to me I'm not that guy. Like, I'm not going to be all on your schedule and watching, where you at? I'm watching your location, all that. Nah, we going to work, build, and we'll get back together when it's time. You know what I mean?
How do you know, though, y'all? I want to ask you this, because you married. How did y'all have to have that conversation? Both of y'all busy.
Oh, I mean, you scheduling conversation? Not necessarily, because we are both busy. 5 days out of the week, pretty much those schedules are like, we already know what we got to do. And then on the weekend, it even like kind of overflows sometimes, because like you said, with the business and the podcast. So we have an understanding, but it does cause a little conflict. It does.
It still does?
Yes, it does.
On her part? Or do you ever say, all right, now I ain't seen you?
So it is more so, I would say, she would be like leading on that part where it'd be
walk
like,
lightly.
Yeah. So
We don't want to get you in trouble.
Because you got to get back to the home,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Going home.
Yeah, for sure.
But I got you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I got
So
it.
that's what it is. It's
Most time it is the women.
Yep.
But you know what the
I don't
problem?
know.
You be like that?
Well,
Yeah, he be calling like, where you at?
no, I don't really be on that, right? I'm like I said,
you do that,
bro,
they're gonna have permission to call you and say where you at.
exactly. And for me, it's
You
more
gotta
like,
be careful with that.
like I said, once I'm done working, I'm like, he said something a couple shows ago that stuck in my brain, right? He was like, after a day like today, I done did all this. It would be nice to go home to somebody and say, good job, you did real good today, right?
100%.
For me, that's all I need. I need you like 8:30 to 11. Nothing, just, I need that like, all right, let's debrief. Let's talk. How was your day? What happened with you? Like, I need that. So that would be something that
You
I
ever
need.
seen them things on social media say this is how it started and this how it is now?
Yeah.
Okay, this is how it started. I wish somebody was there, but the next day,
No, for sure. That's me too. That's why she got to be able to understand, like, those hours for me are clutch, because I usually put so much into my day that when it's time for that, I need that. I need to be like, all right, so, this is what happened to me today or whatever. But do I need that during the day or every 5 minutes, or like to check in with you? Nah, because I can debrief with you at night. Let's eat a good whatever, have a bottle of wine, watch a little horror movie or something, and just, what I mean? That's my kind of what
do you feel women? Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, funny what you said about this is how it started, because I think how it starts is more so the conflict really come in at where the woman, she not seeing results. You know what I mean? With what it is that you're trying to do. And especially if it's been like over and over, it started to cause a even deeper conflict, because it's like, hey, like her patience started to get thin, and it's like, you just like, in her mind, spending all this time away where we could be spending this time together.
But we just had that show with Rev City and Shay the Boss, who talked about being equally yoked, right? He said, I'm not dating nobody that don't understand I'm about to be in the studio.
Period.
That's why it takes me a month take somebody 2-3
Yeah,
weeks.
'cause you could be just
she has to
speculating.
realize, like, yeah, okay, I understand we're dating and stuff, but we ain't moving on your time just because you want me to speed up my life and make sure you're a part of what I already am cooking. I'm not gonna add too many things to the pot. That's why Bitch said, you gotta wait till your money is in a certain place and you emotionally available and ready. Cause bro, honestly, you can have the right one, but you ain't in a place where you can receive that right one, because you birthing something, or you're working on something, or you're doing something, right? A busy man usually ain't a broke man. You want what you want? Broke, or you want some paper? What you want? Which one you want? I got to work to get the money.
Ching.
So for me, like, you have to understand, like, I get you want to be a part of my life, right? And then they got to make sure they a part of the building process too. They got to be able to build with you. And to build with me means don't get me into a situation, then we get 15, 20 years down the line and you change the rules of the game on me.
But the buildings, I think if they keep being like undone, that's where like the conflict started to come in at. So as you building and then you go to this next building, but then this building didn't get complete, and then you building, and then you go, then I think that's where the conflict started.
So does she understand during your 2 to 3 week or a month period that you are a serial entrepreneur? Did you have that conversation within that first month?
Right.
That's why it took me. I ain't taking you on no date. You gotta know what type of dude I am before we can sit up in here and eat salad all day long. I ain't never call you again.
The problem is that you get excited in the beginning and you give that time to somebody that you're excited at, and then the excitement wears off, and then you eventually, because I've done it, you eventually gonna get back to you, because you got to get back to you, or you gonna lose what you got.
That's why I make sure I set the right tone, Bishop. I don't give them false expectations. I'm not just
You ain't never got carried away because you just so much into them
during COVID, and I got a baby.
It's just like going to eat dinner. It's just like when someone's cooking dinner and you're in the basement. You smell it, you see it, and then you get to taste it, right? It might not taste good. It might taste good. So it's still I don't know. So like even when it comes to that woman and like giving her your time or giving a woman anything, like if you can't identify with you in the mirror, leave it alone.
You ever notice when he start talking, me and Tramel be like,
Because Mel like give it to me.
No, because we know eventually it's gonna hit you. You just gotta wait for him to get through it. It's like one of them history teachers that be like, there it go. All right, so Columbus didn't do nothing.
Well, my grandmother, rest in peace, she was a school teacher, man. So that's how she
take the long bus,
yeah,
the long way around.
And at least I didn't get on the short daddy.
Listen, speaking of relationships, me and my ex-wife not together right now because she say when she take them long routes, I be like, just give me the meat and potatoes.
But you just said you want somebody to talk all day.
Yeah, but that's excessive.
See, now you contradicting yourself.
I don't know. And like Bishop said, I'm more a person like to talk about myself. So maybe I do suck on dates because I don't want to hear about your nursing degrees. I want to talk about what we build in.
Yeah, but see, women get on phone and say, "Girl, he just talk."
Yeah.
Like she's like, "What he asked about you?" Nothing.
So we in agreement that in the first 3 to 4 weeks, you should tell the person. Because I've said to women before, I don't really think you know what I do and how I really work. And oh yeah, I understand.
No, they don't get it
at all.
You don't really understand. And they don't.
No, they don't. At all.
They don't. They want that time. And here y'all gonna agree with this. I know everybody, even Caesar. Here's the thing. They want the lifestyle of you, but they don't want you to work the lifestyle.
That's why my baby mamas and me aren't together.
Y'all agree with that?
100%.
Definitely agree, yeah.
They eyes be this big.
They are attracted to the fact that you are.
Yeah, and they be like, I'm going to be a part of that. And when you be like, hold on, you got to work your way into this.
So for the ones, like he said on the last one where he was talking about the fathers being involved, I think so those that did have an example of a man in the house, they seen somewhat of a complete man because growing up, you don't know what your parents are doing to provide. So when you get older and your dad, is blessed enough to be established, that's what you know. Because all you know is he's been providing. So when you meet a man, as in this woman, that's I think what she's looking at.
Yeah,
expecting
it's supposed to happen because this is what she used to happen. Like, what you mean? No, my daddy just did it. Like my little sister probably is the perfect example because my dad, as long as Michael been alive, my daddy been, on his grind. So I can imagine the expectation, that situation, like, oh, what do you mean? Like, my dad just paid like that.
And that's what I said. That's why I made that statement about you wanting the expectation of your mother.
No, that's the expectation of your dad.
And if you say that, then that's not right. Then it's not right for a woman to have the same expectations of her dad. Like,
she shared that with me when we went out to eat. I was in Philly. It's so funny you say that. Cobain. It's so funny that you said that. She said that she went on a date with a guy. Now, Micah drives a brand new Audi. She gets one every couple of years. Truck, thing light up on the sidewalk, the name of it and all that. He's sitting up there the whole day talking about his car, a Mercedes.
She's like, my car better than yours, champ.
Like, and?
Mercedes.
German is better than a Mercedes. You have electric.
When y'all know the kind of cars I've had down through the years. You know what I'm saying? Erica got married in a wonderful car that most people have to rent, and it was ours. You know.
Hey, Bishop, I remember you got on me and City Head.
Don't say the name of my car.
I remember you got on me and City Head about being outside in your joint, right? We was out You was like, hey, you can go in, don't touch my keys. He was like, hey, you want to drive? I was like, your dad said no. He's like, bro, it's cool. And you call, I'm like, how he even know?
I'm the same way though, bro. I think all his children have gained a little bit of his whatever, right? Like Micah, all of us are just like, nah, bro, I gotta have certain cars.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
that's just what we grew up with. Like, bro, you went outside and he was like, okay, all right, so which one?
Yeah,
which color?
what we riding in?
Yeah, it was never a concern. So I get it, like, you know, like he was saying from that aspect when you used to your...
She like, it was so boring. That's all he talked about. It was car. Like, a car?
Like, we get them every... Yeah. But too, it goes back to kind of like, we don't know what he did to earn that. So to him, that is an accomplishment. To her, that's nothing.
Okay, say
you know
it one
what
time.
It's called? You know what it's called? Read the room.
Yeah,
No,
exactly,
for sure.
exactly. Because everybody,
You know
Right.
she got some paper too, how
Right.
she carry herself.
You're right.
It-
Read
it's
the room.
re- it's
I mean,
re-
she got back. She
Yeah.
walked in there with
Yeah.
$900 hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Then back, I mean,
No, for sure.
and you know, it's reading the room,
That
but
goes
also
back to what I was saying.
it's reading the room, but it's also not saying that it's in a bad way, but everybody, you know, not proud of your, you know, accomplishment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, as far as that might have been his first accomplishment or whatever the case. You got to read it. You know, when you doing that as a guy, you out with a woman and you saying something, if it's a woman, she going to let you know, like she don't like that or it's uncomfortable or whatever the case. And if she do that and you still continue to do whatever you're doing, like she might not going to be around for long.
They must not have talked long enough for her to really, or for him to
he
understand.
wasn't around long. She didn't go back out with him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
bro, if he would have understood what she was from that 2 to 3 week conversation, she was like, "Oh, that's her daddy." Like, oh, let me not bring this Benz up. Cause
But it's a thin line
do no
in
research.
it's a thin line in bragging and mentioning your accomplishments.
no, it is.
Because you can say it so many times where it's
Yeah.
like, bro, I don't want to hear you bragging about that.
Yeah,
You in your mind, you like, no, I'm just, bro, I did this and I had it. It's like, okay, bro, you told me.
yeah.
Cool, I get it.
But the intro,
I'm happy.
Yeah, that's the intro. It come off as bragging though. If it's like, hey, my name's such and such, I got this such and such.
Yeah, like I got a Benz.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
all right.
It come off like that. Yeah.
So let's go to the next question. How do you know you want to go exclusive with that person? And you done went on. First of all, I always say there's no time limit. It's time in, not how much time spent. Meaning you can meet somebody, tell me if y'all agree, you can meet somebody and spend every day with them. All right? Every day with them for a whole 6 months. Or you can meet somebody and spend every now and then for 6 months. Which one you know the most? The one you spend every day with. All right? It's time in.
Yeah.
All right? Time spent.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think there's no time limit of when you know you want to go exclusive. Although I think that my biggest mistake is 2 things. I made bad choices, all right, in people, not all. And I went in too soon. Went in too hard too soon.
What's your sign, Bishop?
Which comes
Gemini.
from Gemini.
That's why.
We're caring people.
For sure.
Definitely. Most definitely. People don't
Super
understand.
caring and
Yeah.
I get
Now
it.
we can be
Y'all can be a monster, but you guys are so caring.
we are
It'd be
caring
like,
and giving.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it's my
once you get into
nature.
that circle of trust,
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get into that,
100%.
right. Once you get into that circle of trust, you're right. It takes a while for you to get in there. And what I found out is, so funny y'all talking about that, I had to learn, y'all, that I test people without even knowing it. Before I let them in that circle, I treat them like, whatever, But so at what point do you say, okay, I'm feeling her? As a man's perspective, Caesar, that you say, okay, I want to be exclusive.
Yeah, you might not want to start with me.
Start with me either.
I've only had 3 relationships. I told you that, like really exclusive relationships.
So let's say you meet a woman. Let's say you meet a woman and she finally gets you. You're on the road and like, oh, this one is cut above the rest. Let's just say it could happen.
All right.
What? At what point would you say? Because you're gonna get gotten one day.
That's pretty far fetched, but I believe I can. I believe I can.
Because, dude, I'm sitting over here thinking to myself too, like,
Yeah, but I'm not against it. Like I pray to God that He sends somebody that's for me. You know, like so. You know, like you said, it ain't. There's no time limit, so I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know. So if like it might take 13 days.
Hypothetical. Okay.
It might take 13 months. It might take 13 years. Yeah, like because in them 13 days, I'm just hypothetically.
No, there's some women out here that done written me and said they've been in a relationship 8 years.
I know one for 20. They ain't married.
Yeah.
They don't, like y'all still don't know each other.
So I always look at T-Mail's situation. I'm always like, man, okay. You know what I mean? It gives me hope that.
How long y'all been together?
We've been together a long time. So.
He ain't gonna talk about that.
We've been together for a while.
All I can remember is her.
Me too.
Yeah.
He hate talking about it because they just got married not too long ago. That's why he be like, I don't put dates on our relationship.
It was off and on, you know, throughout the years, but she had been the one, you know, for a while. But we weren't exclusive. It was probably like after like a month or so, you know, and it was real exclusive, you know, because it was her. In my situation, she's a little older than me, and she kind of I'm not gonna say asserted, but it was like, you know, you had to kind of come correct because she was a respectable woman, you know, and she just knew what she wanted, and so yeah, it made things a little bit more easier to go.
You believe a man for the right one, a man will change?
Yes.
That's one thing Steve Harvey teaches that I believe.
Yeah, I think so because it's all choice. You know, if you go out and you with somebody and
somebody over there don't agree with that.
I ain't saying nothing on this segment because, bruh, I am a weird dude. Like,
I don't think you change for somebody. I think you just change as time progresses.
What I mean by that, I mean you become serious.
Yeah.
You turn in your card.
Yeah. So not change like, you know, you season
become somebody else.
Yeah.
No. I know that. I'm just saying as far as like progressing in a relationship.
No.
You know what I'm saying? With the person.
So you meet your person, you got 3 women on the side, right? Mm-hmm. So your change is gonna be letting those 3 women go and just focusing on that person.
Well, I don't know about this one, then, guys, because my 3 might just be our friends.
Ain't there yet. I mean, and then it depends on what your views and stuff are about relationships and about that, right? Because you got people that don't move like that. Some people, you know, it's just not. Even if they do find the right one, if they're upfront and this is their lifestyle and they saying, yo, this is what I want and this is what I'm on, they either can agree with it or they cannot agree with it. And then it's kind of like up to their choice. Me personally, I do believe that there is somebody who could make you probably, I'm going to say, move different. But as a man, I feel like we always hunters. We're always going to see. We're always like, it's always just going to be what it is. Like, I know it sounds probably sexist or whatever, but it is what it is. Like I've been in a relationship that I thought it was the right one, or I thought the person was whatever, right? But it wasn't. And it's just what it is. And it was like I turned in my player's card and all of that. But I still had
I
remember that.
Yeah.
I still was like
but here's the thing. I think when I hear stuff like that, that's coming from a unhealed place. And we're going to talk more about that. Matter of fact, we talk about it now, but I think that's coming. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I think that's coming from an unhealed place. I think those are defense mechanisms so that you won't get hurt again. We all do it. And it's fear that I'm not going to let anybody. But here's what I believe. I believe relationships are lessons. So you learn and you don't pick the same again because it's not cookie cutter. Everybody ain't the same.
And then sometimes you have more safety, like when you've moved into that mental space. Like I'm gonna do me because I'm like you said, safer. I'm emotionally safer. You know what I mean? My eggs aren't in one basket.
That still hurt.
It could be, but it's protective. You know, and it causes a lot less.
Don't you protect yourself from hurt?
Yeah.
From getting hurt?
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing that it's not probably a defense mechanism from hurt, but what I just feel like it's a safer space to be in. Like, I mean, I'm not even emotionally vulnerable. It's like playing 6 and 8 and being on a don't pass for all the gamblers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
So
cover
now
yourself.
the men are doing what the women do. That's what women do.
They keep 2 or 3 around for sure.
No, they don't keep 2 or 3 around. They just don't. They don't get serious about anybody because I'm just doing me. That's the famous thing. I'm just doing me. I'm just going out.
You think it's generational? This new generation is more that way?
It's people my age that do it now.
I feel
so
like
when you think generation, yes, but not age. It's the current generation we live in. It's not
the timer.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
ain't
what you
capping.
said. I think all of that, like the ones that's like, yeah, I'm just doing me. I think that it is an unhealed person, you
It
know,
is.
because when that person hurt you, you know, for whatever reason, you want to take it out on the next people that come along, you
Yep.
know, because
Is
in
it
your-
taking it out or is it just protecting yourself though?
It's taking it out.
Because how are you taking it out on them when
can
you
use
say,
you can use all that language you want to.
I ain't cussing?
I'm talking about you can use all that language you want to. It's the same thing. You're talking about, okay, so when a person is hurt, my head might hurt from me damaging my leg. That's a symptom of my leg hurting. All right? You're talking about symptoms. You're not dealing with where the pain is coming from.
Where the
Come
button?
on,
at?
man. Bing.
There you go. No, that's where the button go right there, Bishop. That's where the button go.
We deal with symptoms, and we never deal with where the real pain is coming from. It could be coming from hurt from the past. It could be coming from a lot of people, you know, can't have sex the right way because they were touched the wrong way. A lot of people can't be in a good relationship because they didn't see it from their parents. They're victims of divorce. If they don't get over it, we know people like that. We know somebody in our family like that. They can't get over it. So they're really dealing with the symptoms of pain and not dealing with pain until you get rid of the pain, where the pain is coming from. And we can say they hurt us, but the truth of the matter is a lot of pain is self-inflicted.
Tell them again.
You're
Say that
quiet.
one more time.
No, we listen.
Say
I
that one
think-
more time,
Yeah.
please.
A lot, because I self-inflicted a lot of pain. My last situation, it was self-inflicted. I went on a thing of, you know what? I don't want nobody else that's shouting, dancing. Do you love Jesus? That's all I want to. You know Jesus? Don't go to hell from my bed. And that's not for me, because I'm still Bishop Greg Davis. At the end of the day, no matter who else I try to be or whatever, that's who I am. And so there's a pain from rebelling. All of our generation rebel. You rebel in a different way. Y'all rebel in a different way. I rebel in a different way. By dressing like this, by not just, I didn't want all that y'all do it a different way.
I think you flyer with the suits like that, not the church suits.
Yeah, I know. But
It's a form of rebellion.
it's a form of rebellion.
But I can but think
I can
about the
relate to you
people.
better.
Yeah, like think about the ones that don't
I
want to
love
see you in
doing
a
this.
suit.
This is not
you
just
know?
rebellion, but it is a form of it. No matter what we say, and even my doing the relationship stuff. You know, I'm going in areas that other people don't go. So we all got pain, and if we don't deal with it, we'll only talk about the symptoms. So where's the pain coming from?
And you know what's crazy? I'm sorry, cuz a lot of it comes from when you say, okay, I'm gonna make myself emotionally vulnerable. I'm gonna put it all out there. I'm gonna let you know everything. And then you say, damn, you did just like they did. After I made myself vulnerable and told you everything that I've been through and did, and then you turn around and do the same thing.
That's not
That's
fair.
not their
though.
fault.
That's not fair.
That's not their fault though.
Totally
That's
not
your
fair.
choice.
Cause that go back to what he said. You putting what you went through on this person currently.
But do we ever
fair.
take?
Well, I was
keep
talking
that
about
going.
when he said from child, when you go through stuff that
yeah,
way.
yeah.
I wasn't talking about other
okay,
past relationship stuff. I was saying, you know, like if they was touched or whatever, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no,
I was
no,
talking
I got
about
you,
that
I
way.
got
And I was gonna say some things is easier than others. Therapists, I understand and probably wouldn't agree with this, but my like secret sauce to getting over different things is letting it go. You know, like with molestation or whatever the case, like that's a lot different. But you gotta sometimes like revert back to your childhood. So like as kids, we got yelled at and cussed out, and you know that second it would be like, and then you went on and played, and you didn't think about that no more that day. as you get older, for some reason, we become like
hold on to stuff.
tape or something, and stuff.
You get more sensitive. When you get older.
You get more
do.
sensitive, but you start to replay the stuff back, and now you either flipping out at that person or you still angry about it. You gotta let the stuff go.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I am desensitized. He be telling me that all the time. He be like, bro, like you gotta be more sensitive to that.
But there's a cause
True.
to that effect.
100%.
And again, you got to go back to the reason. And men don't do that. There's a guy that I interviewed on my radio show when I was on 910, and I bring this up all the time. Y'all can Google it. Men don't heal, they hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Men,
That's the truth.
They hold or hoe?
No, HOE.
hoe.
Yeah,
Okay.
women do too, because I've heard women.
For sure.
I haven't had my face.
They call it a hoe
Nowadays they do,
phase,
but
yeah.
they used to didn't.
Right? No, it was more so.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they used to close themselves in. It was a dark space for women. But
No,
I mean
for
now,
sure.
like I
For
think
sure.
one of y'all said it earlier, they starting to more mirror like men behavior. So they definitely go get their face.
I
on
think
too.
it's just being exposed now. I
Well,
think
what-
everything
No,
has
yeah.
been going on.
Well, they're
there is
free to talk
nothing
about it
new
now. They
under
used
the
to.
sun,
What that
bro.
means is that you never stop to heal. You just keep going. You
Yeah.
never stop to say, I'm going to take time
Nope.
and really heal. Some people use that I'm going to take time stuff because they're afraid to do it. But do you really? That's like telling somebody, I'm praying for you. Did you really stop and pray for me?
If we being
Right.
honest at this
Like, for real,
table,
I'm praying for you.
Right,
dude, if we
right.
being honest at this table, I don't think I've ever properly healed from any
you
relationship
go.
I've
There you
been
go.
away from.
There you go.
As in, like, if we're going that route,
There you go.
bro, I will tell a girl, we can break up today, and by Saturday I'll be on a date.
There you go.
Out
That's
of
not healthy.
anger, right? Not truth, because
Not
we all
on-
know my process. It's gonna take me a minute to trust somebody to bring them in or whatever, right?
Not only is that any good for you, it's not good for the person that you're going out with Saturday.
Yeah, because you're trying to fulfill something that's
And
not
you-
there.
And that's, but I'm only speaking to the to hoeing, because literally I jump right back into the hoeing bag. Like,
But if
I
you never
guarantee you, if you
healed,
leave tonight.
but if you never healed, you're picking from an unhealed place too. So maybe all of your selections have been from unhealed places.
And that's why they ain't work. It's my bad.
No, because you're picking from an unhealed place.
Which means I'm picking unhealed probably because you kind of mirror what you said. You mirror what you want to pull, or you should. So if I'm broken, I'm pulling broken.
Right, you
attract-
in the
Absolutely.
community.
No,
That's
but-
the community you're in.
Because
I feel
how
like
can
that.
you see healthy and you're not healthy? You can't pick beyond who you. Ooh,
No, you hit the button right there, man. You mess up. That's what it's
you
for.
can't pick beyond who you are yourself.
For sure.
Ray, these the bites right here. We need 10 bites from this show. You can't pick from beyond who you are because it's impossible. Just think about when you feel bad physically. Your
your
mental
brain,
space.
yeah.
I had the worst headache.
Even
earlier
hungry,
today.
Bishop. You can't even think straight.
Yeah.
Hungry sometimes.
Hangry.
Like,
That's how I was earlier. I had to put something because I'm on a journey to lose
Yeah.
weight.
We
Y'all
both
see
are
it?
crashing.
Yeah, but
he looked better than me, of
you
course.
see me? I ain't been able to wear this in a while. So
And I was just gonna buy that.
we can.
Night and day.
I'm even thinking like you can't think straight when your head ain't together. When you got a headache, your whole body
Want to
hurts.
go to sleep.
Yeah. So just think about it
When your heart
when your heart is hurting. Woo!
and that thing ain't healing right.
Yeah. You're choosing wrong.
Yep.
And then you
choose
build
it.
on top of that.
You ever
start.
said I can't even think because my head is hurting?
For
Yep.
sure.
Yep. The tricky part about that though, like you said, you did things out of certain responses, but like you didn't like how it felt when you got cheated on. It hurt it, and
That's why I'm open about it all now.
right. But you didn't like it, and the whole thing was it hurt you. But we would go do that to somebody else, and you would go do that to another person and another person. Like it's real tricky. Like you don't like it for yourself, but we would go and do it to other people.
Well,
I wouldn't.
I feel like at this point I don't cheat.
I wouldn't.
And you
No,
wouldn't.
no. Listen, what I said on the show before. I wouldn't personally go out and do it. Now, if it's presented to me, like I'm not doing it. That's somebody else doing it. I just got involved in
Hunter
it.
gatherer.
Like, and that's the thing, and that's what we really gotta differentiate
You made
this.
the decision though. You
No,
made the
but
decision
if I
to-
don't know, if a girl come to you, all right, and can I use your wife? No disrespect. Your wife go find a friend and she telling this friend, oh man, my husband about to get a divorce, man. We estranged. I don't like what he do. This nigga be beating me up. She telling this person all of this. Then you find out. Like, bro, you can't be mad at him. She been lying to him. Mm-hmm. He don't know you. He don't know what's going on. Yeah, so he didn't step out into your world. Your world stepped out on you.
Yeah.
That's the house. You got to check the house.
Yeah, and I don't understand how women or men check the other person all in their DM and telling them off. You check your house.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
But you said something about like, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? Like, so in a situation like, and prior, like I said, to being married, had a situation where a person was married and they chose to pursue me, but like I knew that they was married, and I just know it's dangerous. So I was like, it's not about religion or anything like that. I know people that lost their lives, and so I told her, it was funny because I told her, I said, I took the religious route, and I was like, so, you're going to block your blessings, and she said, I get blessed just like anybody else. Duh. And I mean, look, I can't take or say what she wasn't experiencing or how stuff didn't go in her life, but like I said, her being married, I wasn't comfortable, you know what I mean, and I didn't.
So my boundaries, I can't do the married woman thing personally, right?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit too territorial for that. Like I can't do that. I need you on my, like, I like to be that, but that goes back kind of what you were saying about being the center of attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that, bro. Me personally, I don't want to be worried about if you up cooking them grits and all that. Nah, you need to be focused on what you cooking me tonight.
What's that song?
Once I get done.
Can you focus on me?
I can't do the married woman thing. Now, like I said, I'm very open with everything nowadays. Since that incident happened with me, I'm kind of like, okay, before you get into this with me, this is what I'm on. You know what I mean? Or this is where my mind is at. Do you agree or disagree? Because you have to give them the option. Men don't give women the option. They just go into it, as Bishop said, hoeing.
You said men don't give women the option? Women don't give men the option either, bro.
Hold on. So when you tell them what you own, what does that mean? What you said before, that y'all open?
Yes.
Okay.
I choose to say...
That's from a hurt place. But you said it... No, hold on. Because you said it's from what happened before. Because you've been cheated on, then you went to this kind of lifestyle because of hurt.
But yes. And what it does is don't allow you...
So you're just going to go on and not get healed?
I don't... See, it maybe at first, but now it's more like a reprobated mind, because I'm kind of like, I like this. Like, I like the freedom of this. I like to not worry, bro. I'm here doing this right now, and I'm not worried about who she texting or whatever, because we have the agreement that... What's to get mad for? I know that this is happening.
Gregory Michael Davis Jr.
No, I'm Rock Cobain. I'm Rock Cobain right now because this is why my name is Rock Cobain.
Your name is.
So I won't embarrass his real name.
Your name is what
he worked too hard for this name. He worked too hard.
If you are in a situation where you out, whether you at work or you doing whatever you doing as a man or a woman, and you have to be worried about
that's
the
a problem.
person, it's a problem. Yeah, it's a big problem.
But what problem is that? Is that a home problem? Is that a you problem or is that a us problem?
Ooh, that's good.
It could be all three.
It could be all three.
Because it's going to be between you all to discuss like what it is and why, the person may be going outside of the home, and like y'all get that understanding. And then like you said, what's going on at home, like we was talking about as far as like the guy not being able to be, financially stable or whatever. Sometimes that will cause a woman to, lose her interest. Even though she don't want to lose you, she'll lose her interest. And now, she dealing outside or whatever the case. And then you said us, home, and then what was and ourselves. Again, you got the choice. You know what I mean? You got the choice. Like, you got the choice to step out and make the decision whether you're going to, like, go behind this person back or you're going to be,
upfront about it like me.
1,000
upfront about it and say,
shit.
all right, there may be time to time that we not married. I'm a man now. I may see something that's gleaming in the corner, shining.
I think that's
you can't be mad. You can't be mad that they don't accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
like,
but see, you have to give them the choice though, bro. That goes back to that. Like, they don't be, bro. It's a lot of women that say, I wish more guys was just open and upfront like you about the situation. Like, you let me know up front, like, no, you're not gonna be the only one. You can come on your shift to the studio with me or whatever. Like, I'm open though. I get it. Y'all shake your heads. We ain't gonna agree on everything.
I'm with it.
Are you as open with them? Like, if she tell you, you're not the only one.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have to be because I can't expect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy for me to say, I need you at home worried about me and me only, but I'm going to be out here messing with 2 or 3 different girls. No, you have to have that. You got to have that understanding, and you be mature enough to say, okay, she on the phone with her girlfriend right now. Let me go and step out the room.
Symptoms.
So what about for her then?
Those are symptoms.
Yeah.
For me, maybe, but what about the girls?
She hurt too.
Yeah.
Y'all both in an unhealed place.
Comment if y'all think they are, as Bishop was saying.
Oh, you don't want them to comment.
They already tearing me up. I got somebody right now talking about, you need to mature, bro. That's what that sound was.
But it's symptoms. Those are all symptoms. Both of y'all, two unhealed people can come together and make wrong sound right.
You got the button right. Wait, keep hitting the glass. There you go. You got the button.
That's how I got in my
Because let me tell you what toxicity does.
Come on, Bishop.
It infects. We never toxicity. It's infectious. You put toxins in somebody. So you found somebody that's just as hurt as you. Okay, let's do this because I don't want to be one person either, and that's making
That's
work.
bold.
And then those toxins spill down. But then look.
Don't tell me. Tell
right.
That is bold.
But then out of that toxicity, what happens is that toxic, traits go down to the children. And now you
didn't want to go there.
Yeah, then you got, generational.
He didn't get that from me.
So what I'll say is, because y'all know Pops will throw me under the bus. So what I will say I inherited from him though, is that kind of thing where it's like, I don't want to be bothered. I have that. So I have to be open about that. I've inherited some of those toxic traits because Lil Greg said the same thing to me today. He's like, nah, I'm more like you than I thought. It's times when I'll be like...
But I was married 20 years.
I was together for about 20 years total with 2 women.
I was married.
If Caesar put his hand on his face...
It's over.
I definitely hit him with the joint today. No.
That was deep.
I hear you, Bishop. I hear what you're saying. But I feel like I have. I've watched... My dad has strong boundaries about things. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of the same way because... I don't know.
I've come to the realization, but I'm not gonna mess about it. I come to the realization in my life that I only want to be bothered, and this is so unfair. And this is a healed place. Cause when you healed, you know where you are.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to be bothered when I want to be bothered. I love my work. I love all of this.
Same, me too.
I fooled the last relationship. That's the ADD.
No, I'm with you.
The last relationship, I learned that my team had to tell me that, my clubhouse team, hey, we losing numbers because whatever you doing, you be on here, but you don't be saying nothing. Because I'm with her. And it
kills the vibe.
So much so, I was putting them in places that they shouldn't have went. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Because you get, love is blind.
You just want them with you all the time.
Yeah. And so I'm in a healthy place. Healthy says, I know who I am. And
it can mess with your brain when you got the wrong person with you at every event, for sure.
It's going to take a person that knows how to weave in and out, and they okay, and they got their own life. I see you later. I've inherited
that.
I'd rather be by myself than to inflict who I am on the wrong person. And there is a person, or maybe not, and I'm good either way.
So it sounds like that might be why some men feel like a busy woman is intimidating, because they have the same, strict schedule and can't be around or can't,
or are they controlling? Some guys just controlling.
Because I need you to be
Some of them are just
busy.
Controlling.
It's both.
I like a busy woman.
Hell
to me.
yeah,
it make me
please.
like, ooh, you ain't got no time for me because you getting a bag.
You hear me? And because later,
I want to be like,
because later,
I want to hang with you.
Real talk.
That's when now you want to know when you want to see me
turn me on. Now I'm ready for you. I like it. We exclusive.
You know the vibes, right? When this, bro, listen. You want to? Yes, that does it for me. Like, that's all I can go into on this show. But
that's when we're exclusive.
When you are busy and I'm texting you. I got to text you 2-3 times in a row, or not in a row because I ain't never texting in a row.
Well, women don't learn that men pursue you more when you.
Oh my God.
When you're more scarce.
It's such a turn on because
I hope
sometimes
y'all listening. Men hunt. So when you seem like you running away, we hunt more.
I swear.
If we into you.
dog, even
Because
more.
I gotta shoot a bird,
Giving
baby.
y'all game.
It's so attractive.
Sexy and attractive, and you're doing it in a feminine way. And you're doing it because you're really naturally busy, not playing games like some of these women do. Oh, girl, I ain't gonna come for 5 days.
You better not have that
And you
suit
really
on.
showing that interest still,
You
where
better
she
not
like,
have them
she's
heels
like,
on.
no,
You
she's like, no,
weaving
I
in
mean,
and
you,
out.
like, what's up? What you doing? I got about 30 minutes free. I was just thinking about you all day. I just want to talk to you for this 30 minutes. 15 go by, she off the phone. You like, dang, that wasn't even 30. Just because
You
you
over there
like,
balled
you
up in the
like-
corner.
You want it. You like,
balled up in the corner like,
bro, like I like her.
Or you texting her like, can I just bring you some Starbucks?
Right? Can I come or those are the ones that you say.
You hungry?
I was just thinking about you. I'm just sitting here, $25, $30, whatever Starbucks.
Okay,
cost.
let's go there. Let's switch because we almost out of time. Look at the clock. Let's go there. So you meet a woman. I got to get here. You meet a woman. You're dating. You're not exclusive yet. Y'all just talked about it. At what point do you start doing stuff for them?
You first? Who gonna go first?
T-mail to Mary one. Go first, because I got, I got
Yeah,
too
let
much to
us
say.
go
ahead.
last. Cause
I mean, so for myself, once we go past the question phase and we dating the exclusive and everything, how long that took? Maybe say 2 months. That's when, especially if it's around like a
Did you
celebration.
start doing for her before that? Before y'all got exclusive? Tell the truth.
I did.
You married now.
Yeah, I did. I was and it'll backfire and sort of like, set you up, because what happened is like, yeah, it was earlier on and then things happen and then it's like it's expected, you know what I mean? Which is like, not a problem, but you got to be prepared for, what's expected after you done presented this, because it'll turn into something and you'll get upset because, like what you said earlier, that you self-inflicted that pain on you because you did that.
No cap. I have definitely made the, I think it's a wrong move of presenting that in the beginning, because of really it should have been an indicator, but I don't think I knew myself like I know myself back then, like I do now, right? So, the first couple of days, it was just like, hey, not days. Yeah, I've had some that's hit me with days and I blocked them and I went on a rant, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this is the second time you asked me for money or DoorDash in 2 days. As a social worker, you make me feel like I need to turn you on a case. Let me go ahead and I blocked her and was like, I can refer you to some services. Because, I mean,
You
2 days
prefer
straight.
them not to ask you and you
I prefer to be able to lovingly give, because
Yeah.
I will.
Genuinely
If I'm
give.
thinking about, listen, dog, my
what
brain
they
works.
say, you know what they say?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yep. And they say, how you know what I need if I don't tell you?
Right.
Because I'm a human like you, and I know you eat 3 times a day and need things, right? If I'm going to get myself a coffee and gas, of course, if you on my brain like that, I'm definitely.
Say
I'm
that
just thinking
part
about
again. If what?
you. If I'm going to get myself gas,
And what?
Starbucks-
And you on my brain.
You on my brain, yeah.
If you on my brain like that.
yeah, for sure.
Like that.
Like
So if
that.
you're
No,
not-
because it is.
Yeah.
It's certain
If
women,
you
bro.
her. If you
it's
her.
some women, bro, that step into your life. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. There are some women that step in and you just be like, this person is on my brain. Charity got a song about this where she say, "Have I made you God?" Because slowly you've sipped into my brain where all I do, you're on my consciousness 24/7. There are certain women that get
Men
you
do
to that space.
Men do that? Do men do that? I'm asking for a reason. Do men do that?
Yeah.
You haven't? No, I'm asking because they watching. They want to know because they don't. I don't think women think that a man thinks about a woman.
Oh no,
Yes,
I've
men do
Caesar keep talking about these braids and stuff for a reason. It is a certain yes that I feel like, and I think it's because, like we talked about earlier, it's the chase. Over a couple years of the chase where you just like, and it's not even sexual no more at that point. Because I mean, at 2 years in, you can have it if you want it or not, right?
Yeah.
But it's you making the choice to like, no, this better without it. Cause the attraction is just so deep where you like, I can't wait to see this person on
the
this date.
anticipation.
2 months ago by, you like, I ain't seen, I can't wait. And you just thinking. I'm the type who would be like, here, this is $50 just for food, because I know I ain't seen you in a couple weeks. I know you're going to get something to eat. I may not take you on a date, but I'll feed you.
But I'm gonna tell you,
Vicariously
Hold on,
through
can I
Cash
say
App.
this?
wait, low key, it's not healthy to either for men that do
Obsess over women.
Yeah.
That's the real word.
Yeah, because eventually, he in the bushes. You know what I mean?
Kanye West?
No, I'm not going on that.
this
No,
Kanye
no.
But dudes do. I'm not saying that's what you're talking about, but I'm saying like what happens after a while. Yeah, and it ain't even after a while. It's just for certain dudes. Yeah, he out there in the car, you know.
Oh no, I ain't never been that.
That's stalking though.
I ain't been that in love since I was married.
There after the obsession.
But I was 19.
But then that's what we talked about at
when
first.
I was 19 through 24,
You was a stalker?
my first wife, my first wife sent me on a woohoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh yeah, you was kind of crazy then,
bro.
But I ain't know you was stalking.
Listen, I didn't stalk her, nigga. We was married.
I know.
If you got a man over the crib, I want to know because we
That's
married.
stalking.
It was. I was 19,
Stalking is
bro.
stalking, nigga.
I got married at 19, nigga. I didn't know no better. My daddy didn't teach me playerisms that early. So yeah, and plus I was married, bro. It was different. I didn't, you know what I mean? It was. It was just different back then. But now would I do those same things that I did back then? Heck, I don't care enough.
Now, can I say
hard.
this?
I'm working too hard.
This is what I wanted to say. Do not expect anything, but accept what I give you. Because this is the thing. We might go out the first time, and you might just catch me on a day where I made reservations, and I just gotta bring you because somebody else didn't want to go. So you finna have a good time. I ain't gonna tell you somebody else couldn't go, but you just might perhaps to go, right? And it's laid out. Now you can't expect the second date to be like that. You don't expect that.
But
like,
you setting the expectation
no,
high.
don't expect anything, but
Just
be acceptive to what's given.
Whatever that is.
Yeah,
But some women
because I
have-
might not have that same $5,000 Tuesday.
So that's
I
why
might
you said
have
earlier,
$500
you said
Tuesday.
date into that bag.
No,
where you
no,
want
no,
it to
no.
be.
Listen. But Friday I might have $10,000. But this Tuesday I only have $500. But I just wanted to
So
take
what
you
you
out
saying
for
is going
coffee.
to ride with me
I
But
wanted
that
to
needs
give you
to be-
coffee.
That needs to be said though.
in the beginning. Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Don't expect nothing. I always say that all the time. I
don't
got a
expect
problem right
nothing
now
from females.
with one of my homegirls right now, man. She be tripping. I be like, what I tell you at the beginning? I told you don't expect nothing from me. Because if you trying to press me to something, you going to lose everything.
Yeah. See, my thing is when a woman asks me for something, that's the biggest turn off.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, they sitting there telling me, I said, what you doing? I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm
Oh
gonna eat.
my God!
I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to eat for me and the kids.
Look.
What was you
Call
eating
me
before
back.
Listen, bitch.
Call me back when y'all
Bro,
eat.
No, I'm
Can
serious.
I gotta give y'all this one. I gotta
I'm
give y'all this
never
one.
gonna call again.
Because what I was going into, right, what I said was when I made that misjudgment. Bishop, yes. I should have knew up front because first thing that she ever asked me for, she said, yeah, man, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to text you tomorrow. I said,
Your friend ain't got no phone?
I said, what you mean you ain't gonna be able to text me tomorrow? This was the kicker. I should have knew up top. My mama Wi-Fi gonna be off tomorrow. Do you got a couple dollars to help with my mama? My mama said, you got something to help with the Wi-Fi? You 20-something years old living at home with your mama, hey.
But it's the caliber of what we choose.
You
It's
said
not
your mama.
them.
Your
Take
daddy
the blame.
can't give your mama no money?
Come on, bro. We know this broken home
Hey,
she with me. Say nah.
Hey, your mama ain't got no boyfriend? I'm just saying.
So it almost kind of sound confusing almost though. So you can come with the package as far as like being able to take care of, but the stipulation is just don't ask me to take care of.
Right.
Yes.
Not until we're all the way exclusive. Now, if we're exclusive and
Then
you
you
like
got access to my
you
debit
got
card.
access to
Yeah.
me. Like if you, all you gotta do
Probably
is say,
got a
"Damn,
debit
I gotta
card
do
that's
what
in
you
my
call it."
account.
I'm like, "All right, go take care of it." I might give you more.
Oh, so in the dating phase, don't
Hell
do
yeah,
that.
you
we
don't
talking
ask
about
me
dating
nothing.
phase.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
We
you
talking
married.
dating phase.
Yeah.
I know
Just
you
allow
married.
me to do what I'm doing generally.
Yeah, but nah, you can't even have back. Yeah, it's another story. Never mind.
Yeah, no, but these girls always say this. It ain't
come on,
tricking
listen.
if you got it. I hate the person that brought that up because they're a liar. It is tricking. Tricking is tricking. All right.
No matter if you got it or
I don't
not.
give a care what you doing. You tricking if you tricking. Now, if you're nice, you're nice.
So we're gonna close on this. This is the last question.
Not on tricking, Bishop. All
No,
right.
when you
Uncle Ray, what's wrong with this boy? The button for he just needs to walk around with the button. Just walk with it.
so we talked about this on Clubhouse on my podcast, and that is value. All right,
Ooh, this good.
a woman's value. A woman's value. Where do you need her value at? Okay, I believe where I need a woman's value at is different than what y'all. In the early days, I needed a woman's value to walk side by side. That's what Bishop Kim was. Okay? side by side. I was too young. That's why I don't bring up that much about because
I know.
I was 20.
That's how I feel about my first marriage.
23.
I was 19.
I wasn't. I hadn't even.
I know. I'm
I
already
was
hip.
dumb.
That's when you was losing the hair.
No, he talking about when he was married to my mom.
I know.
Back in
Big
them days.
Suits losing
Yeah.
hair, baby.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't losing hair yet.
He had the Jerry curl on
Yeah,
sleep back then. Bye.
Yeah. So her value to me was us helping each other to get where we are. Mm-hmm. Right? That's not what I need now. Right? That ain't the value I need. The value I need a woman that brings to me now is to be there for me. Is companionship. So my value, this is good. System has changed.
There you go.
My value system has changed. And to say that our terms of condition as we get older don't change, they do. Because you said it in the podcast. Y'all said it. So at this point, I'm 61, y'all in y'all 40s, or near 40, right? Mm-hmm. So my value system is probably different than y'all. Y'all still may want a woman to stand by you to help get to where you are. That's not my value system. That's not where I'm at. I don't need to be at home and take care of me. I got a housekeeper. I don't need to cook for me. We pay somebody to cook.
And that's
my
our problem. Because our dads did that, and now we where we are, and then we
had
get a
this
problem.
conversation privately.
Yeah, because our females really be tripping on me about that, and it's like,
My girlfriend too, bro. It's the
I'm
same
not about
vibe.
to clean up. Like
She
I didn't
feels
grow
like
up like that.
It makes her feel like she's less than a woman for another woman to come in, and I'm like, wait, I'm trying to give you
More time to do something
to breathe
else.
and go to do the things you want to do to help your life evolve so that we can bring value to each other. Versus me just being the one. Now, me and T-Mail had a private conversation about understanding the value of something. You can't understand the value if you've never had it.
100%.
But you don't put the value on. So when you buy, let's say Louis Vuitton, you don't tell them what the cost is.
Come on now.
They
But you
tell
can't understand how valuable it is if you only had to pay the $3,200 for it.
unless you buying fake, like your auntie.
Come on, Bishop, New York. Hey, man, look at your name and say, take a trip.
Did you hear that, auntie?
No, I'm
you know
not.
which one you are.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
That's classic.
So the value of something is based upon the manufacturer, and many people don't understand what's the value that's been put in them. Yeah. It's in them already, or you wouldn't be here. God wouldn't bring you here unless you wasn't valuable to Him and your purpose. That's deep. That's a whole nother conversation.
No, that's real. Though.
Okay.
Amen.
So,
but I can't understand.
You don't
Kim value because I ain't never had a Kim value. I can't understand a T-Mail wife value because I ain't never.
That's because you don't understand your own value.
Whoa.
Now we done went damn. Where the button for me? There we go. Come on, bitch. You gotta have to explain that. Go ahead.
People, yeah. When
That's crazy.
See, I won't buy fake Louis Vuitton
Me either, Bishop.
because I'm not gonna be seen with it because
You
because of my
understand the value. Oh, your
My
value. Ooh, shoot.
Bishop, that's so deep.
I'd rather. Yeah, I used to say fake it till I make it. That was a lie.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't like that phrase no more. That was immature. I'm not gonna fake it. I'm gonna live at the level that I'm at.
No, for sure.
And I'm gonna watch this increase my value. Louis Vuitton never. I tell this all the time. Gucci, Prada, all in places have outlets. You've never seen a Louis Vuitton outlet. If it is, it's in some building in New York, and they say, "Come on in right now."
Or in LA, in the alley.
Right. Value. So when you look at value, it is put on you. You don't decide the value of something. You appreciate the value of something.
Yeah, you do.
Or you depreciate it if you don't appreciate it.
Ooh, bro, that's so deep. And we talking
No,
about Louis Vuitton.
that's crazy deep.
Listen, because he talking about the
Bruh.
Louis Vuitton. Now watch this.
Dog.
And we talking about value.
That's
and
so
this
crazy.
something we between us, right? When you had your artist, right? This crazy. You like, damn, I got a show, bro. I believe in this. Wooty bam. What I do? I dressed them up in Louis Vuitton. Because I was like, oh, it's value in it. So since I see the value, let's
Raise
put
the
some
value.
more. Let's raise the value on it.
But dog, the crazy thing what he just said about what you not appreciating, it can depreciate somebody, right? That goes with females too. When guys, right, you with a woman, but you don't value her. Now when she leaves you, she feels depreciated emotionally. we've taken her down.
Because you didn't value her.
That's
But
crazy.
she didn't understand. You're not the one that decides her value.
She deserves it. Yeah.
We're looking for validation, and parking is for validation.
Oh, dog, bro. We ain't
getting no stamps.
Because we be talking about me and T-Mail.
That's crazy,
but
Bishop.
and that
You
go
can't
for
get a
men,
stamp.
And that go for men
talk
too,
about this
not
so much,
right.
when they value and being devalued and leaving, kind of like head
we
tucked
didn't understand
in.
our own
Just
value.
sometimes not even, going out to chase their dream anymore because they've been devalued to a point. You know what I mean?
They're like, get a regular job. It ain't hitting. You might as well just do what you need to do.
Y'all ain't gonna like this part. I'm gonna go deeper. And Ray, we closing. That's why two women talking, they'll call each other bees because they don't understand their value.
Woo! No, listen.
Agreed.
Because what I despise,
I'm
Greg.
saying.
Greg, what I
That's
despise.
really what it is.
I despise the B word from a man.
Yeah,
If a man
but-
called me a B, we
Yeah.
gotta fight.
Yeah, and
Unless it's your brother.
that's the language now of this generation. They don't mean no harm. It's like
Unless it's your brother.
What's the word? Oh God.
Oh, you mean like a word of endearment?
Yeah.
Term of endearment. Yeah.
Okay, to call one another, but it's really belittling.
Yeah, it is.
Or calling them a dog.
'Cause you
That's
call them a
pregnant.
dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because-
pregnant
yeah,
dog.
That's
I hate when women call
With the
themselves.
titties
So,
sagging.
That's
but,
what you said,
But
yeah.
so if value is put in when you're born, no matter how you were born or where you came from, then you don't understand your self-worth. You don't understand your self-worth. And so then you'll walk around leaving a relationship, like you said, feeling undervalued because you don't realize that none of y'all can give the value of a woman, and she neither. So you both bring your value together. You don't bring 50% of you bring the 100% value.
Make the 200.
So I can still leave
And you still be
valuable.
whole.
I can still leave valuable and understand you didn't take my value away from
At
me.
all. At all.
Still lit one way or another.
I'm still good. That's why you can move on. That's why when we separated and divorced, I came back to Detroit. She gave her the churches. Eventually, gave her both of the churches because the Lord spoke to me about the second one. I didn't lose my value. I was still on there talking about welcome and rejoice in the word. I was still on TV because I knew my value. And when people quit, I'm getting deep. When
you in
people
there. Go
quit,
ahead.
Up the value.
when people quit because somebody left them, that means you depended on them for your value.
Ooh.
So the reason why I can keep going, talk we had earlier today, the reason why I can keep going on because a job didn't take my value. A man or woman don't take your value. Huh? You can lose everything. You look at a bum on the street. I just saw one. He had a beard like mine, sitting on 75, right by the gas station in Jefferson. It was something different about him. He smiled different. And I'm wondering, what did you do before now? He was a journeyman. He made thousands of dollars rather. All he needed is even the clothes that he had on were not the same as a bum. Somewhere along the way, he forgot his value.
Yep.
We forget who we are because you can always begin again. And we don't, it's all about value. So you got to know the placement of where a woman, female, your wife, y'all partners. I've seen y'all, all right? What you want from a woman may be different. You want her to be there when you come home. What you want, you ain't all the way valuing them that yet. You follow me? What I want, I don't need nobody to be another Bishop Kim. It was only one. I don't need that again. But I do need somebody. The problem is, we pick from the gutter and we expect them to be.
And it go back to what he said. You got to meet them where they at or where they are when you meet them.
picking from the gutter and they expecting them to act like they've been picked from the garden.
Always trying to get an A out of a C student.
You get them from Mac and
Oh,
Bewick and want them to be from Bloomfield Hills.
Come on, Bishop. I'm from
We
around the
closing.
corner from there.
And a lot,
Go finish. Go.
and a lot of it, like you said, is based off of where you perceive yourself. Because
Exactly.
you from West Bloomfield, but you hanging on Mac and B
I
trying
do.
to pick these because you don't value yourself.
You
to
don't
be in
value
the right
yourself.
room.
Or what if I value something that's there? Well, check, but because diamonds come from what?
Rough.
From a rough stone, right?
Yep.
And they have to be cleaned up.
But
They
they
have to
gotta
be
polish it.
polished.
You wanna do that work?
Listen, but before the polish, it's still ragged. It's damaged until it's polished. So I can actually be in this swamp, and it is a jewel there.
But it's work to be done to get to that.
But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's the environment that you're in, bro. You can take somebody out of an environment and they flourish. They go faster than the person that's been there.
That's true.
Now, it goes all the way back to the 1918 when they did the rat the illustration with the rats, when they had the big open space for the rats, and they had all the rats on top of each other, and then they put them in a maze. All the rats that was on top of each other couldn't do nothing. They stayed in one spot, in this big open spot. But everybody that was over here found their way to the food, and then they switched it. And all the ones that could find their way was stuck. It's all about the environment.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the environment. Like,
but you're still valuable even in the rough place.
100%.
I close with this, for real. Close with this. The prodigal son, y'all know I never get biblical, but this fits here. He was valuable. He just made bad choices.
Yes, sir.
He said, I want to leave. Give me mine now. The one at home wasn't no more valuable. All right? Because he probably had that spirit of, look at him taking his stuff. Let me tell you how valuable he was. He realized his value in the slop. And he said, the Bible says, and he came to himself. And he said, I got to arise. I realize my value. Even my father's servants eat better than this. I'm going back home. And he said, I'm going to get up because I realize even in the hog pen,
I'm better than
that I have value, that I'm better than this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're done. The Cobain Report, 8 p.m. We're going to close just like this, like it's church. 8 p.m., Saturday nights, 10 p.m. for you. Sow a seed now. Give to the podcast. If this has blessed you, give right now. Giving information is right there on the screen. Hit the like button. We out of here. Know your value. Go with God. Bless Detroit.
That was nothing like church. It said something.
It's a wrap, Jesus.